Good morning, YouTube family. Today I'm going to show you all how I make my homemade gravy. And I'm going to take you along with me as I make it. Today's Saturday. We're having a late brunch and just getting a lot of things done. My husband's out in the garage working on it. We're getting the front porch cleaned off for the spring. And we'll bring you along with us. What you're going to need is some grease drippings from either bacon, sausage, ham. I even use bologna. Sometimes, if you don't have it, you can still use just oil, cooking oil, but it won't have much of a flavor. I do use that for my son. He's a vegetarian or pescatarian. He doesn't eat meat. So, I will just make his with vegetable oil when he's home. So, it still tastes pretty good. I mean, it's gravy, so it's going to taste good. But I use that, so I will show you what I do next. I'm going to have my burner on medium-high. Let that get warm. And there's not really a recipe as far as measurements to go by to make your gravy. I would say it's according to how much you're making for how many people you're making as well. Typically, I have, a lot more here when I make gravy, but it's just my husband and I today, and I was wanting gravy this morning for breakfast or brunch. So I would say it's probably 2 to 3 tablespoons, and that might be a little bit too much oil. I don't like mine greasy. The other ingredients that you're going to use is self-rising flour, 1 can of PET evaporated milk. Now, the PET makes it the best, I feel like, but you can use an off-brand. That's fine. And then regular milk. We use 2% milk here. Because we're cutting corners. Not. Anyway, this is the size scoop I have. I don't know. I don't think it says what it is. This come in the protein powder thing as a scoop, so I'm not sure. I just use it for my canisters. I would say 1 heaping scoopful to start with. So we're going to put that in there, and then I'll know if I need to add some to it once it starts browning. We're also going to add some salt and pepper. Now, I tell you, I made a cookbook for my kids with all of my and their favorite recipes, like when they were home, the things that I made that they loved. I actually made all of my kids a cookbook, and it's really special to me, and they are starting to use it, because, well, my son that's married, he and his wife use theirs all the time, and my son that's a pescatarian doesn't use it as often because, he doesn't eat meat. My daughters do use theirs a lot. So anyway, it's just got, and I've got it going from, like things I cook on 4th of July, my candies that I make during the holidays, what I cook on Thanksgiving dinner, that type of thing. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need some more flour. So I'm going to put a 2nd scoop in it. But now this is something you just eyeball. I'll show you when I get it to the consistency that I think it'll be good. You almost want it to look almost like a paste. You're going to make basically like a roux with it to make the gravy. Yeah, this right here will work. I think this is perfect. All right, this is what it looks like after 2 scoops, okay? And let me turn my burner down a little bit. You want to cook this flour to get that raw taste out. So you want to cook it until it's pretty brown. It almost looks burnt. The first time my daughter-in-law came up when she and my son were dating, it was so funny. I made gravy for breakfast. And she said, I've never seen white gravy before. My granny's is always dark. And I started dying laughing because I just never really paid attention to it. Actually, the darker gravy does have a little bit different taste to it, but it was still good. But I kid her about that all the time. But now I do let it get darker before I add my cream and my milk to it. And I'm making this not necessarily for everybody else, which is fine. I hope you subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. I hope you enjoy them. But I'm making these videos for my children and my grandchildren. So, years from now, maybe YouTube might still be around, I don't know, that they will be able to look at these videos and say, yeah, that's the way that Grandma used to make gravy or whatever. And I even gave my nephew, when he got married, he and his wife a cookbook from mine. And it's actually just made from home. I literally printed off blank recipe sheets. I'll share it with you one day. It's really special to me, and I think it means a lot to some of those as well. And I think it'll mean even more to them probably after I'm gone, sadly, but that's just the truth. Okay, you notice how my gravy's starting to get more dark? So I'm going to go ahead and mix my cream and my milk together. This is just the way that my mom did it, so it's the way that I do it. I shake my cream good. Open my, excuse me, my nose. My allergies are killing me, everyone. Is yours bothering you? And I'm just going to pour the whole can in this bowl. These bowls are from Pampered Chef. I love them. They're called the batter bowls. They come in so handy. Then I'm going to take, I'm going to move this over here so you can see. Then I'm going to take my milk. And actually, this is a new gallon. And I'm going to pour, after one whole can of milk, I'm going to pour, it comes up to about, I would say, whatever the can of milk is, I'd say I added 3 cups of milk to that can of milk. All right, you see what color this is? It's pretty dark, isn't it? So I'm getting ready. I'm going to add my milk and my cream to it. And this is going to make a pretty good lot of gravy. I may not be able to fit all this in my skillet. Okay, I can. I've got my biscuits in the oven. They are about done, actually. There's a secret. My daddy does not like this, but I do it if I have to. And I'm sure a lot of you out there watching on YouTube know what I'm going to tell you, don't you? You can use cornstarch as a thickener if your gravy does not seem to be getting thick. Now, the reason it wouldn't get thick is possibly either one of two things. One, you didn't put enough flour, or two, you put too much liquid like water, milk, cream, whatever. So I'm not sure if mine's going to get thick or not, and I'll give it a little bit longer. If not, you just take like a tablespoon of cornstarch and just a tad of water, just enough to dissolve it, and pour it in here, and it'll thicken it up. And my dad swears he can tell when us girls, my sisters and I, use cornstarch. He'll say, I don't like it. That makes a bad flavor. You can't tell any difference. He says you can, but you can't. Can you, Dad? He's so funny. He and my mom watch my YouTube videos, and I think it's so sweet. And it does make me feel connected to them. So, hi, Mom and Dad. I hope you're having a great day today. Love you all. But, yeah, my daddy, he swears that you can tell when we use cornstarch in it. It's so funny. Okay, Dad. It's not wanting to get thick today. I may have to pull out the old cornstarch. Okay, I'm going to get the cornstarch out and just prepare in case I have to, because it doesn't look like it's trying to get thick. Let me get the cornstarch. I went to his house to visit, and I made gravy for him for breakfast, And I said, where's the cornstarch? He said, I threw it away. And I thought that was so funny because he swears that you can tell the difference in the flavor. I'm just going to put about a heaping tablespoon. And I'm just going to put it in my milk bowl. My daddy, and then I just put just a tiny bit of water to dissolve it. And I'm going to whisk it till all of it's dissolved. You don't want to leave any lumps. And then I'm just going to pour it in there. And now watch how magically this thickens up. My dad swears you can tell a difference. Okay, just like that, it started to thicken up. That's how quick it does it. And a lot of you all watching, you more mature cooks, which I'm 53, I'm getting there, trust me. After many, many years, I'd say you all never have a problem getting your gravy thick, do you? You've got it down to a science. But anyway, okay, our gravy's ready. I'm going to fry us a couple eggs. I've got some bacon fried, and I think we're going to have a good hearty breakfast since we're working good today. All right, I hope this answers some of your all's questions. My nephew Jordan, I hope you're watching because we've talked about this, and my son Kobe about gravy recipes. Actually, this didn't turn out as dark as I thought it would, but it's still going to be good. So I hope you all have a blessed Saturday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, like and share.